Why YouTube won't exist in years? Wait, what? In 5 years? Hold on. This is supposed to be my job. Wait. YouTube won't exist in 5 years? Hold up. That's not true. That's not true, right? That's not true. Let's give it a like.
In 5 or 10 years, it's very possible that YouTube may no longer exist. With a few
No! 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 I need YouTube to exist, guys. I need you guys. Wait, you guys are good, right? In 5 years, you guys are also gonna still be here, right? I need to make sure. I need to make sure you guys are all still gonna be here in 5 years, right? We're all good, right? I'm just trying to spread the message to go touch some grass, okay? Go touch grass. You guys will be here in 5 years, though, right? We'll all teach you guys how to solo moms. We're all gonna know how to solo moms together. We'll be good. There's no YouTube's gonna die in 5 years. We're good, right, guys? I think we're good. I hate how this keeps showing up. Let me just close this.
few bad decisions, YouTube could soon become the new MySpace. And right now, it looks like TikTok would take its place, with TikTok developing a system for 10-minute plus videos in its attempt to destroy YouTube. But even today, with its short addictive videos, TikTok's growth is soon going to overtake YouTube's. YouTube was made 17 years ago and amassed over 2.1 billion active monthly users in this time. However, in just 2 years, TikTok has amassed over 1 billion active—
Dude, TikTok is crazy, bro. TikTok is crazy. I mean, I don't use TikTok personally. I actually deleted it from my phone like a few weeks ago, very recently, I guess. Touch grass for way too long today. Wait, what? Yeah, I deleted TikTok recently. It's too much, bro. It's too addictive. It fucks with your head, dead ass. I'll be scrolling on there for like hours and not even realize it. It's not good, but TikTok is crazy, bro. All these kids growing up on TikTok, we're fucked.
Active monthly users, and it shows no signs of stopping, which is why some of the biggest YouTubers and creators are moving their content onto TikTok and
I mean, it's true. Okay, I post on TikTok. I don't use it, but I do post. You can post on TikTok like through a computer, and that's what I've been doing lately. I've been posting my TikToks like through my computer. Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, it's good exposure. I mean, TikTok's algorithm is kind of fucking crazy.
Against YouTube, and now investors are also following suit, with recent studies showing that Gen Z now engages with TikTok far more than YouTube. And while some like Mr. Beast are certain of YouTube—
No! I need you guys to stay on YouTube. You guys have to stay on YouTube and watch Monokage. You guys have to stay on YouTube.
YouTube's continued growth, due to YouTube being pre-installed on every Android phone and YouTube's solid revenue model, this could all change very soon. In as soon as 5 years, YouTube could soon lose its monopoly on video content. So what caused YouTube's decline? And how did TikTok manage to take over the titan that is YouTube? Well, this was largely a result of a few key business decisions that slowly poisoned YouTube's creativity.
Do you guys— okay, really quickly. So he's about to get into like why YouTube's fucking dying. I'll tell you why YouTube's dying. Back in the day, before I even started making videos, YouTube was a free range place. You could make any kind of videos, and that's why we had Leafy. Okay, I think YouTube peaked with Leafy, or that era of YouTube peak, or yeah, YouTube peaked in that era when Leafy was on. But I literally think Leafy himself changed YouTube for the worse. It wasn't his fault. YouTube just kind of became pussies, and it is what it is. But if Leafy didn't exist, I don't think YouTube would have changed. In my opinion, I think Leafy literally changed YouTube. And that's when the adpocalypse happened. That's when all these like advertisements where they want to pay YouTubers just for saying fuck. If you say fuck in a video, it's over, demonetized. That's how sensitive YouTube was a few years ago. It's getting a little bit better now, but now you get copyright claimed, you get demonetized. Is it age restricted? Is it for kids or not? It's bad, bro. It's bad. YouTube's getting pretty bad. It's gotten better over the past few years, but it's not how it was back in like 2016, 15, 14, around there. Those are the golden eras. I gotta be honest.
And weirdly enough, this all started back with PayPal. The story of YouTube starts with PayPal. At the time, PayPal was revolutionary, changing banking and commerce dramatically. It was because of PayPal that everyone could buy and sell things securely without the hassle of bank transfers. It was a quick, simple process to send money. PayPal's changes to the online banking industry were unprecedented.
This is boring.
But PayPal was seizing on just one tiny opportunity in the sea of the whole internet. And PayPal employees Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jared Karam understood this. They needed—
was Elon Musk. Elon Musk created PayPal, right?
Internet project before it was too late. So their first idea was for a site called TuneIn Hookup, a video dating site where people could upload videos of themselves to find dates. But like most Silicon Valley stories, their first idea would be a flop, and TuneIn Hookup was abandoned.
It's YouTube. It's literally YouTube's logo.
Because they didn't have time. This was their one shot to take over the internet. They just needed to get the right idea. Where was their untapped demand? What did people want? What value could they provide? It was while they were discussing these thoughts that Jared would talk about Janet Jackson's Nipplegate. Or in other words,
what?
the time when Janet Jackson unleashed her
Alright,
for a microsecond. Jared would mention how hard it was to find any footage of the incident. It was almost impossible to go back and watch this historic moment.
The golden years. He's about to get into the golden years.
Struck gold. This was the answer they'd been looking for. A
YouTube
need with untapped potential and no competition. So the PayPal employees used the infrastructure from the last business, Tune Back Up, to rebrand their project. Eventually,
it's a YouTube.
A site called YouTube on the 14th of February 2000.
All right. YouTube's coming back. Okay. It's not boring, guys. All right, YouTube's back.
Once they had the idea in place, the guys would work day and night in the first YouTube office. And no, this wasn't a high-up yuppie PayPal office like you'd expect. Instead, this was a rat-infested room with pipe-exposed ceilings above a pizza shop. And at night, they would sleep at friends' apartments, sacrificing their relationships, personal lives, time, and money in the hopes of changing the world. And luckily for them, their sacrifices would soon pay off.
They did change the world.
User interface and effective web design.
Look at that OG YouTube, guys. That's crazy.
Loved it, and YouTube quickly took over the internet.
That's crazy.
With ease of use miles ahead of any other video sharing platform, YouTube started to grow exponentially. But there were still a lot of problems.
Look at that, dude. Look at that OG YouTube. I remember this. I don't know about you guys, but I remember this. This was a long time ago. This is like 2005, 2007.
The most pressing of these was the lack of funds. The founders even went into personal debt to pay for the increasing bandwidth YouTube servers used. But in the picture, this didn't matter. YouTube's user base only continued to rocket, with weekly views doubling every week. However, the strategy for YouTube's success was stressful to say the least, because in this time, YouTube's entire success rested on the personal funds of its founders until it attracted enough investors. The plan being that once investors became interested in YouTube, the site's success would then be certain. Although, if investors didn't join in time, the whole site would crumble. It was an incredibly intense time to say the least, because YouTube's growth was so big that it was inevitable that investors would jump on board. Or would they? Because even with this impressive—
Nah, they would, bro. YouTube's a crazy technology. Like, honestly, okay, even if you guys say L YouTube, especially lately, like YouTube in the past few years has been taking fat L's. Okay, even like YouTube got memed so hard, they don't even do like YouTube, what is it? YouTube Rewind. They got made fun of so hard. Think about it this way, guys. YouTube got memed on so hard, they took away the dislike button because their Rewind was the most disliked video on YouTube. Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, that's how L YouTube is right now. That's how, like, everybody spam L YouTube in the chat. I mean, it is the platform I'm making money on, so you know what I'm saying? So I thank God for YouTube. But, they literally got hated on so much they removed the dislike button. That's some pussy shit. That's some L shit, bro. I'm sorry. Like, that's just a massive L.
Of growth, YouTube still wasn't impressing investors. Why? Well, investors would often dismiss YouTube as cute and not a proper business. So this called for desperate measures, with the YouTube founders courting their former PayPal associates who ran venture capital firms. And with enough pressure, the founders finally received a vital $3.5 million. Their money problems were now solved. It finally looks like YouTube was going somewhere. The site would only continue to grow, and with the investments, YouTube could upgrade its service, developing the framework to embed YouTube videos into other websites, which was a vital move back in 2005. Because
the troll song! The troll song! Do you guys remember that? That guy died apparently not too long ago. Hold on, where's it at?
Investments, YouTube could upgrade its service, developing the framework to embed YouTube videos into other websites, which was a vital move back in 2000.
The troll song, the original troll song. You guys remember that? This is, okay, back in the day, this is when memes were born. Like the word meme. Like, the troll face, the lol face, those are the OG original memes. Like when the internet was kind of still new, kind of not really. I mean, the internet started like in the 90s and shit like that. This is like 2007, 2005, 2006, around there. But this is like the OG, like this is an OG meme, bro. Look at that, 16 million views, goddamn.
2005. Because back then, MySpace was the go-to social media, and on MySpace, users were quick to upload their favorite videos onto their pages. And by uploading their favorite videos onto their pages, this gained lots of viewers and publicity for YouTube. It was with all this growth and prosperity that now YouTube was starting to catch attention, but not always from the right places. As YouTube grew in popularity, more videos were uploaded every day, making it harder to prevent copyrighted material proliferating the platform. This culminated in a series of lawsuits and threats, with one of YouTube's first viral videos, Lazy Sunday, being taken down for infringing on copyright. This was a big vulnerability.
Hey, that's how it is though. That's how it is, bro. I get copyright claims all the fucking time. That shit's mad annoying. I'd be honest, copyright claims are probably one of the most annoying things I hear on YouTube. Nowadays you can fight them. It's a lot easier to fight, but a few years ago, especially when I first started YouTube, they were hard, bro. They were hard. Like the Elden Ring video, my final Elden Ring video, it's called, I think it's titled The Bad Ending of Elden Ring. It got copyright claimed by Disney. Because I played a Star Wars song. Even though I altered the song and I altered like what it sounds like, they copyright claimed it. And I ended up disputing it and ended up winning. And it just took 31 fucking days for it to go away. It took 31 days for it to go away. But I mean, you can fight them now. It's just so annoying to fight.
So YouTube tried to make deals with the copyright holders like Universal and Viacom, but the mounting pressure from all sides kept growing as YouTube gained more steam. Every big company wanted to destroy YouTube. It was a threat to the entire entertainment industry. And a year later in 2006, these issues eventually proved insurmountable for the small company. The founders now had to make a big choice. Were they going to make YouTube one of the biggest websites in the world, or would they cash out? They'd already seen what large corporate interests could do to a company and its employees from their time at PayPal. However, the copyright problems were only getting worse. They were reaching the end stage of the Silicon Valley business formula. The formula where you build a site from the ground up, build sturdy foundations, a giant user base, and accrued investors, but now they were reaching the final stage. The stage where they realized they can't make a profit or even handle the countless lawsuits aimed at them. They decided it was time to jump ship and begin the acquisition process.
Stop being so nice to women.
Oh my god. I don't care. I have a girlfriend. I'm good.
Now it's important I introduce a new character who will become very important later in this video. Her name is Suzanne Wojcicki. Suzanne Wojcicki had been one of Google's first employees.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Nobody spam L. Don't nobody be spamming L, bro. Susan's cool. I know Susan personally.
Back in 1999.
I don't want to get my channel taken down, so nobody say anything bad about Susan.
Her focus back then in Google was in advertising, and she was damn good at her job, where she would mastermind Google Ads, and eventually AdSense, which became the lifeline of all online creators. But arguably the most impressive thing she's done was convince the Google founders to buy YouTube in 2006.
Web giant Google will pay $1.6 billion to gobble up YouTube.
Because by convincing the Google founders to do this, Google would end up making one of the best and most profitable business decisions since its founding.
Facts. Dude, Google spent $1.6 billion on YouTube. You know how much money YouTube makes a day? Oh my god, it's insane, bro.
The person behind it all was Suzanne Wojcicki. And so after Google acquired YouTube for a little over $1 billion, the YouTube founders were now multi-millionaires. But this was only the beginning for YouTube. But before we get onto that, I want to talk to you about CleanFox and digital.
Alright, we got an ad.
Free web and mobile.
We got an ad.
Now back to the video. At first, the deal worked perfectly for YouTube. Google would use its power to protect YouTube from copyright issues and handle all of the dirty work, while the founder Chad would continue his role as CEO and grow the company with the original vision. This mix of Google's money and power combined with Chad's vision brought a golden age to the internet.
Yep, here we go. He's about to talk about the golden age. Here we go, guys. We're in the golden. Ooh, look at it. We got Rickroll. We got all these. Okay. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it, guys.
Take back power from the corporate media.
Hey, chat. All right. Stop saying L Susan. Stop saying that. Deadass. I'll be banned. I don't want to be banned over here.
Rivaled CNN, Fox, Disney, and the best part was that anyone could do it. You can make a video about everything and anything and gain giant viewerships, which granted YouTubers immense creative freedom, whilst also giving fans the content they wanted to see.
Today with YouTube, that everyday people actually are the media. You guys don't just watch news, you make news.
This was the core of YouTube. A place where anyone, anywhere could express their opinions, creativity, and personality.
Yeah. Hold on. Slow down there, buddy. Express your opinions. That's a load of bullshit. You can't say anything wrong now on YouTube, bro. Okay. I mean, rightfully so. If I said the N-word, I would probably get banned. But if I just said anything like, if I said anything about COVID or something, if I said something bad about COVID, I'd probably get banned. So you can't say anything on YouTube. You can't say everything. You can say a lot of things. It's getting better. It's definitely getting better, but you can say anything you want. It's not free range like that.
And be rewarded for doing so. Memes, rickrolls, cartoons, parodies, independent news, everything. In fact, without any of this, YouTube would have failed. Because what made YouTube stand out from every other site was the virality and creativity. Viral videos were the main factor for YouTube's original growth, with videos like the evolution of dance, Charlie Bit My Finger, Dentist, and more. And with these viral videos getting enormous view counts and worldwide fame, other creators would take notice and flock to the platform and compete for views. Which is why YouTube's slogan was always broadcast yourself. And so with everyone jumping on YouTube for a piece of the pie, YouTube then realized that without them, the site would be nothing. These independent creators were the lifeblood of YouTube. So in December 2007, YouTube launched the partner program.
Peak YouTube. Never mind. It's not peak YouTube yet. I say wait a few more years. I think like 2012. I say around 2012 is probably peak.
Which allowed channels that meet certain metrics to run ads on their videos and earn money doing so, thus creating.
Dude, you made it. Okay, so Sonic just brought up a good point. Earlier, I brought up something about how you can get banned for you can say a lot of things on YouTube, but you can't say everything you want on YouTube. You get banned. But Sonic, was it Sonic? No, yeah, Sonic Speed brought up a good point. It's funny how EDP got banned. Rightfully so. No, it's not funny that he got banned. It's well deserved. It's well deserved. He deserved to get banned because he was some fucking creepy ass shit. I gotta be honest, my boy was not my boy. He was a little funny. He's a funny ass dude before that shit happened. But he's a fucking weirdo. That's for sure. But we still have people like James Charles on YouTube with millions of followers, and I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that James Charles like has talked to like minors and stuff like that. So it's okay when James Charles does it, but it's not okay when EDP does it. So the fucking double standard is there. Like YouTube favors a lot of people. YouTube favors people, and it's honestly not. It's not fucking cool. It's not cool at all.
The modern YouTube we see today, because by incentivizing creators with money, this in turn led to more competition, and it was YouTubers' constant competition for views,
PewDiePie, the GOAT, bro, the true fucking GOAT,
doing everything they can for likes, subscribers, and engagement, that gave YouTube far more value than TV could possibly imagine. In fact, this made YouTube so popular that by just 2007 alone, YouTube consumed as much bandwidth as the entire internet in 2000.
Damn, bro. Okay, that's a feat. That's a feat, bro. If YouTube fought Goku, I think YouTube would win. That's a fucking feat. The entire bandwidth of the internet, of all the internet in the year 2000. That's wild.
It was reported that by May 2010, YouTube was serving over 2 billion videos every day, which was almost double the primetime audience of all 3 major US television networks combined. According to figures from market research firm Comscore, YouTube was the most popular online video source in the United States in May 2010. With a market share of around 43% and over 14 billion videos seen. It was clear that YouTube was unstoppable.
Gangnam Style, hey, okay, so that's what I'm saying. YouTube peaked in 2012. In my opinion, YouTube definitely peaked in 2012 easily. There's no doubt about it. It did. Around that era, that was the GOAT era of YouTube.
Entertaining users endlessly each and every day. YouTube's growth generated a whole new wave of creativity and birthed a revolutionary period in internet history. This was the internet golden age, incentivizing the best, most creative entertainers to create engaging videos you couldn't find anywhere else. YouTube was undoubtedly the greatest website ever created.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. I do think YouTube is the greatest website ever created. It really is. I mean, the only things that you can probably compare YouTube to is probably Twitter or Facebook. Maybe like MySpace, because MySpace was really the birth of everything. But like as a whole, individually, I would have to say YouTube probably is the greatest website ever created. I mean, it allows people like me, a nobody, to be able to become stupid famous. It's not that I'm doing this for fame, because I'm not doing this for fame, because I genuinely love what I do. But like it's hard, because back before YouTube, it was hard to get into like the entertainment industry. You have to be an actor, you got to go on the news, you got to be a news broadcaster. It's always some cliche shit, and to be an actor is very hard, by the way. It's very hard shit. But with YouTube, you can just be yourself, and you can just become famous and make a lot of money just from doing that. So YouTube, in my opinion, Twitter and YouTube are probably, I mean, Twitter's a whole, well, maybe we'll watch a video about Twitter, because Twitter's fucking toxic. I hate Twitter. But at the same time, it is one of the greatest websites ever created. So yeah, I mean, this guy's not wrong. I do think YouTube is probably the greatest website ever created.
The world. Everything was perfect. Or so it seemed, because YouTube still wasn't actually profitable. Although by now it had attained a massive user base, companies still didn't see the value in running their ads on YouTube. And if YouTube couldn't find money fast, creators wouldn't be able to get paid, and so they would eventually leave the platform. If this issue continued, it would be the end of YouTube. So Google needed someone who could turn YouTube into what the advertisers wanted, whatever the cost for the average user or content creator. And of course, with Suzanne Wojcicki's past performance, she was the perfect person for the job. I mean, she was the person behind Google and YouTube's relationship in the first place. It's very likely that without Susan, Google would never have bought YouTube.
Hey, everybody spam dub Susan. Everybody spam dub Susan. I don't care. I mean, lately, it's been a little iffy, but I mean, okay. Without Susan, YouTube wouldn't be what it is today, and without Susan, you wouldn't be able to get paid here on YouTube. So please, everybody just spam dub Susan. I'm gonna be honest. Things been a little shaky lately, but I mean, without her, YouTube wouldn't be what it is. So everybody spam dub Susan.
I mentioned earlier that she worked on advertising for Google and most importantly created AdSense. With AdSense being the money behind the partner program which gives YouTubers a fair cut of the company's ad revenue. Without AdSense, none of your favorite YouTubers would even exist. YouTube wouldn't even exist.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Dub Susan. Dub Susan, guys. Come on.
Because of AdSense, the big new media companies like Vice, Fox, BuzzFeed would begin to pop up out of nowhere. And more importantly, it motivated talented
Annoying
people
orange!
around the
Oh
world
shit!
to pursue their creativity and passion for the potential of making bank, which had been evidenced by the huge flow of creators joining YouTube in the hopes of monetizing their dreams. By 2013, YouTube had over 1 million members in the YouTube Partner Program, 30 times that of the previous year. But YouTube couldn't keep this up. With the amount of creators joining the platform, YouTube had to find money fast. You see, one of the main reasons advertisers didn't want to advertise on YouTube was because of YouTube's bad advertising system. The system is called TrueView, and TrueView is what you see when you watch a YouTube video and there's an advertisement with a little skip.
Fucking ads, bro. I will say that's an L. L ads, to be honest. L ads, bro. I hate ads. But, I mean, they do pay us, so it is what it is. The yin and yang, black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? There's always, another sides of the coin.
Button. TrueView tests and reports on all the analytics of the advertisement. It's how Google places advertisements on its services. But TrueView at the time was a very perplexing and untested system. It wasn't very precise and it wasn't good enough for advertisers. So Google had to make a major decision. And this decision, whether to pay for advertisers or creators, would have a significant impact on YouTube's future. Google obviously understood the importance of advertisers, so Susan was the perfect CEO. Because under Susan, TrueView got refined and YouTube rapidly expanded its ad revenue.
Yep, okay, come on, guys. Dub Susan. Come on. He's literally explaining how Susan is the savior of YouTube. Come on, guys. Dub Susan. For sure, for sure. Let's go.
With YouTube far exceeding the viewership of TV networks while also having the backing of big budget advertisers. Susan had seemingly solved the billion-dollar question. She was now gaining YouTube tons of revenue.
Dub Susan. Everybody spam Dub Susan. Let's go.
Revenue, YouTube could reinvest it back into gaining more views. It was a genius business move, and on the surface, it seemed like everything was fixed. But with every decision comes unforeseen consequences, and the results of this would only become more apparent in the years to come.
Oh, well, you're speaking of the devil, bro. Speak of the fucking devil.
So nice to women.
I don't care. Shut up, lady. You're ugly. You're ugly.
So at this point, YouTube had worked out the perfect formula, gaining historic viewership while also being backed by the advertising industry. This gave YouTube big money to reinvest into making a better site, while also giving creators more incentive to upload higher quality videos. But like I mentioned before, everything and anything could be uploaded to YouTube. Spiteful bullying, commentary videos, eating hair cake, extremism, flat earth videos, anything. Because this was the core of
And he forgot. He left out a lot of stuff there, but I mean, I'm sure it's gonna get into like what you can and what you can't post in a little bit here. I mean even TikTok. I feel like TikTok's even worse though. I gotta be honest with you. TikTok is worse when it comes to like being demonetized or being taken down or banned or whatever. Cause on TikTok I've already been banned. I've already been banned before. And I've already been threatened. And my new account has been threatened to be banned again. So I mean, even with TikTok, like, it doesn't have to be anything bad. It's just their algorithm's so fucked and their AI is so stupid. It just thinks everything's bad. So, yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of threats from TikTok saying I'm going to get banned. TikTok, I would say, is worse. I feel like your freedom on YouTube is a lot better, which is why I like YouTube a lot more.
YouTube, a place for anyone to broadcast themselves, which was great for everyone around the globe, apart from advertisers. Advertisers were having doubts about where the ads were being placed, and so advertisers began to pull out fast. Pepsi,
hey yo,
BMW,
Better Call Saul,
Apple,
let's go.
And so in a desperate attempt to keep these advertisers on YouTube, YouTube would implement severe censorship rules, which led to stricter demonetization for creators. YouTube did this to ensure all its bases were covered, and that advertisers would be happy. In fact, it got so extreme that YouTube's policy team...
But it went too far though, you went too far with it, YouTube, I gotta be honest, you went way too far with that demonetization shit.
People who determine what's acceptable and what's not became completely unreachable for any creator or even YouTube staff to ensure the backlash would be minimal. This made censorship mysterious. You had no idea if your YouTube video would be removed or not. It was up to this mysterious policy team, and so this forced creators to become squeaky clean, all in the hopes that YouTube's policy team...
So I'm assuming, okay, so he's basically, I mean, I don't think he's gonna bring up Leafy, but in my opinion, oh, the first adpocalypse, there it is. I think Leafy might come. Oh, we got Logan Paul. Do we got Leafy? No Leaf. Oh, there he. Okay, yeah, he's gonna talk about Leafy. Yeah, I think it's Leafy. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I truly think Leafy was the one who did this, who made it really happen. Because Leafy was popping off, bro, back in the day. I remember watching Leafy. He made some good-ass content. It was funny, you know? It was funny. You know, making fun of people was kind of funny. Especially if they deserve it. Especially if you deserve it. If you deserve to be made fun of and you're being an ass. You deserve to be made fun of. I'm sorry. It's just true. But sometimes Leafy, I'll be honest, he did go a little bit far. But that's what makes it entertaining, though. Because he says what other people won't say. But, yeah, no, I do think Leafy's the one who really created... I think Leafy's the one that made YouTube what it is today. Or the reason why they're so, like, squeaky clean, I guess.
Wouldn't demonetize and censor everything they made, which as you can imagine would take away all the fun channels. And then on February 2017, the Times of London reported that YouTube was supplying ads for videos from terrorist organizations and others that spouted hateful content. And while these claims may have been dubious, considering that the establishment media was completely threatened by YouTube, YouTube would still cave to the mob, because in the next month, major advertisers like AT&T, Verizon and Pepsi all threatened to pull ads from YouTube after their ads were discovered to be
Pussies. L Pepsi, L Verizon, L AT&T. That's for damn sure.
running alongside content that was, quote, promoting terrorism and anti-Semitism. So Suzanne Wojcicki would have to take some drastic measures, working with advertisers to specifically ensure that all their ads were placed on specific types of content and creators. And now this might sound reasonable, and it may have been the only option for Suzanne Wojcicki, but by doing this, this completely disconnected YouTube censors with YouTube creators and their audience, which slowly began to destroy everything that made YouTube. But back in this time, there was no real competition with YouTube. YouTube had the monopoly on video content, it was indestructible. And so they could kind of do whatever they wanted, and every creator would have to follow their orders. And so YouTube would go extremely hard on censoring and demonetizing videos. This period would later become known as the first adpocalypse.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember every YouTuber ever complained, even like PewDiePie. I mean, PewDiePie is not even bad, and a lot of his videos were getting demonetized. It was so dumb. It was too far. They went way too far with it. They got way better with it. It is way better now. I have one video that has been demonetized ever since I've started YouTube, and it is a wrongful demonetization. It's one of my Attack on Titan videos, and YouTube thought that the Titan was naked, like it was a real person with dick out, everything was naked, but it's not true. It was just a video game. It was a Titan. There was no dick. There was no titties. There's no ass. It was a Titan, and to this day that video is demonetized, and it still makes me kind of upset. And I tried to talk to YouTube, and they won't take it off. They're like set in stone with that, but. They have gotten better. I will say that. They have definitely gotten better.
Where nearly all creators would suffer the consequences, having countless videos that were once monetized removed from the monetization program. In some cases, due to the new content policies, many videos would be taken down and the channels that uploaded them were issued community strikes. And once 3 community strikes were issued, that would be the end of hundreds of thousands of YouTube careers, all in the name of advertising. But what made this even worse is the major double standards YouTube would apply. Because if you were in the YouTube elite, you could completely disregard these rules and be promoted for doing so. Like that one famous Japanese incident with Logan Paul. The incident, which I can't talk about on YouTube. Logan would then upload this video to YouTube, where he would laugh about it throughout the entire video, receiving 6 million views before he decided to take it down. But the important part here is that Logan Paul took it down, not YouTube.
Hey, I gotta be honest though, dub Logan Paul. I gotta be honest. I mean, you guys may hate Logan. I mean, Jake is a different story. But Logan, I gotta be honest. Logan's definitely transformed, bro. I like his new shit. I like his new content. Before, I didn't like them. I didn't like the Paul brothers. They were hella annoying. Especially he peaked in that Japan video. But no, I didn't like Logan. But now he's definitely grown. He's definitely mature now. I fuck with Logan. Logan's kind of cool.
Video completely broke YouTube's policy guidelines. YouTube would actually put it on their hand-picked trending page, with the video being monetized and promoted, with YouTube refusing to even age restrict the video. And there's so many examples of this that I could just go on forever, but you see it most clearly with music videos of rappers, children, or Lil Nas twerking on Satan. All of these videos are monetized and
that's true across YouTube. That's true, bro. The double standards are crazy. Bro. Like, you can have a Lil Nas X video praising Satan and shit, but if I say anything about praising Satan, I'm demonetized. I'm banned. The double standards are crazy, bro.
Not to mention all the other provocative content from Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, just to name a few. While at the same time, videos by Jordan Peterson defending himself against ridiculous, far-reaching claims of racism and white supremacy were consistently removed across YouTube. In fact, almost all political content was censored on the site, demonetized, striked, and censored into silence. Unless, of course, you weren't an independent creator. Because
That's true, bro. That's true. I mean, hey, he spit facts right now. I'll be honest, he spit
the
facts.
only way to not be silenced or demonetized for political opinions is to have the right political opinions with the right corporate backing. If me or any other independent YouTuber were to speak about controversial news events, my channel would likely be striked, posing a serious risk for my channel being completely deleted. And I'm not exaggerating, because even videos like my tragic tale of Kanye West video got demonetized with a manual review for no reason at all.
Damn. That's
or like
fucking
when
crazy.
you do pass YouTube censors to discuss things like a quote, digital ID codes, you can soon become a massive target. This happened to me in December when I posted a video on the metaverse and digital ID codes. In 7 days, the video had reached 1.9 million views, outranking all other videos on the same topic. But then after receiving criticism for my opinions, the YouTube algorithm switched off the tap completely. YouTube buried the video. You couldn't find it on any search result. It was completely blacklisted. And this happens to creators all
That's what happened to my Attack on Titan video I was talking about earlier. It got age restricted, and now like it gets 0 views. It's been at the same number of views, or damn near the same number of views for a long time now, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens to YouTubers when they get age restricted or demonetized. Yeah, it fucking sucks. I mean, obviously, I got taken down for a different reason than this guy. But it's still sad. It still sucks though.
All the time on the platform, this isn't just me. People like Brett Weinstein have been struck multiple times for discussing such issues. However, if you're one of the late night Jimmies, you have a free pass to talk about anything you wish. Or if you're the establishment media, you'll always be given preferential treatment, always being artificially pushed by YouTube. And this isn't just happening to political videos, it's happening to all creators across the platform.
See, I'm already kind of scared that just this guy talking about what he's talking about, I feel like my stream's gonna get taken down or demonetized or something. I'll be honest with you. I'm already kind of scared. Monaco, what do you think about Hyper Dragon Ball Z? I have no clue what that is, I'll be honest with you.
A few years ago, PewDiePie was shadow banned from YouTube for no apparent reason. Filthy Frank's most viral videos all got removed from not abiding YouTube's content guidelines, even though at the time they followed all YouTube's guidelines. Leafy is Here's YouTube channel got terminated in 2020. Even Sky News Australia, a mainstream conservative news network, was banned for over a week following the airing of a presentation of, quote, unconfirmed theories on the new virus. In fact, just a year ago, if you spoke about a certain lab, you would be entirely scrubbed from the site. Even the President Donald Trump was banned from YouTube. And even independent film creators like Rucka Rucka have all their videos demonetized. And this isn't a conspiracy theory. In fact, YouTube's in a
Damn. See, whether you agree with these people or not, they still deserve to have a voice, you know what I'm saying?
workings are quite public to almost all YouTubers, with the content guidelines for YouTube changing at least once every 3 months since 2020, becoming stricter every single time. That's why content that might have been acceptable just a few years ago, now all of a sudden gets taken down or demonetized just because a new version of the algorithm changed a fraction. By doing this, it marks a dramatic change in YouTube's core foundation.
Okay, but see, he's talking about, so this guy's talking about how YouTube's gonna die within the next 5 years. I don't know if that's true because the TikTok's worse. TikTok is way worse. Like 10 times worse, bro. There's just no way. I think YouTube's fine. YouTube's fine.
YouTube's really no longer for anyone and everyone. In the words of Philip K. Dick, the basic tool for the manipulation of reality is the manipulation of words. If you can control the meaning of words, you can control the people who must use the words. By making these decisions, YouTube was going against the free speech utopia that YouTube was so destined to achieve. And by doing this, YouTube created a huge gap in the market, a gap that would soon be filled by a random lip-syncing site called TikTok.
All right, guys,
I disagree. I don't think YouTube's gonna die.
Actually envision it, and it's called Wix. Now,
Now, it might seem premature to say that YouTube is going the way of MySpace, but all the factors that led to the downfall of MySpace are exactly the same forces working against YouTube today. Back in 2009, Facebook overtook MySpace in active users and controlled the market, completely destroying MySpace. A commonly given reason for this was that MySpace...
That's true, but see, okay. He's comparing like MySpace to Facebook, but MySpace is just Facebook is just a better version of MySpace, okay? That's a bad compare, and then he's trying to compare YouTube to TikTok. That's just a bad comparison in my opinion, because TikTok is way different. TikTok is more of like a social media platform. YouTube is more of like a video platform, like a video streaming platform. I would rather compare YouTube to Netflix, if anything, because YouTube on YouTube you can post like longer form videos, you can post podcasts, You can post you can stream. I mean, I guess you can stream on TikTok too, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Like on TikTok, your attention span is way faster. I guess you have a shorter attention span on TikTok compared to YouTube. I mean, there's a reason YouTube videos are longer than a minute, 30 seconds. On TikTok, they're like 30 seconds. And if it's a dance, it's like 10 seconds, bro. So, no, I don't think TikTok's gonna kill YouTube. YouTube doesn't have any competition. I think YouTube's like in its own space. If anything, I think YouTube is comparable to Netflix or Disney Plus, like a streaming service. Even though YouTube doesn't really have its own like YouTube Plus content, that's what the creators are for. So, you know, like, you're not gonna get Mr. Beast on Netflix. You're not gonna get Mr. Beast on Disney Plus. It's because it's YouTube's shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's so cool about YouTube.
Dip in popularity came from corporate interests. And
everybody spam dub for that. That was a good one. I gotta be honest. Everybody spam dub.
Google had pledged $900 million in an advertising deal with the social media giant. But with the mass introduction of adverts on MySpace, combined with an already poorly managed UI, and MySpace quickly became an ugly, old-fashioned site, this made Facebook the more viable option for users. However, the problem was about much more than just UI. The real main problem was that adverts got so bad on the site that it started to get in the way of the function of the site. MySpace was now focusing on the experience for advertisers and not on users. And there are scarily a lot of parallels between MySpace and YouTube. Another key factor for MySpace's downfall was that MySpace couldn't capture a younger audience. At the time of their rivalry, one of Facebook's main strengths was its ability to capture a younger audience than MySpace. And TikTok is exactly the same.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with Facebook now, in my opinion, is it's dying. At least in my opinion, I don't use Facebook, and I don't know any of my friends that use Facebook. I mean, obviously I have an account, but that's when I created when I was like 12. I don't use it. I don't even have it downloaded on my phone. I don't use it on my computer at all. I just don't use Facebook. I feel like it's more of like an older person thing. I feel like Facebook's gonna die eventually. I honestly do, in my opinion.
Same as this, with its audience skewing much younger than YouTube's aging user base. And the problem with an aging audience is far more catastrophic than it first may seem. One of YouTube's main draws is its kingmaker ability for young content creators. Back in its golden age, the prevailing culture on YouTube was one of creativity, excitement, and virality. Anyone could make it big on the platform with just one viral video, which would then be the catalyst for a long and successful career on the site. But this isn't the case nowadays, with most new internet stars coming from TikTok or other sites rather than YouTube. YouTube sealed their own fate in this respect with their demonetization.
No, it's backwards. It's backwards. So most people now, like kids, they start on TikTok. And then they move to YouTube because they know YouTube's better. Like you see a lot of TikTok creators, they get hella big, or at first they're hella small. They get hella big and they're like, oh guys, I just made a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's from TikTok to YouTube because everybody knows YouTube's better. That's just what it is. YouTube is better. You can say more. You don't get demonetized as much. I mean, you do, but it's not as much as TikTok. And plus TikTok doesn't pay you shit, bro. I would know. Trust me, guys. TikTok does not pay me at all. My videos can get like 5 million views, and they probably get me like $5 for that, $10 for that. If I get a video on YouTube that has 5 million views, bro, that $5,000, $7,000, bro. It's totally different. YouTube is just a way better platform in my opinion than TikTok. TikTok is just for stupid people in my opinion. It's just for people with super short attention spans. I mean, I'll be honest, I've used TikTok before too, but it's not as good as YouTube. YouTube is just way better.
Of new creators playing directly into TikTok's hands. All of these factors, just as they led to MySpace's demise and Facebook's rise, will lead to TikTok supplanting YouTube, and the process is already underway. It took YouTube 17 years of staying ahead of the curve to gain its 2.1 billion active monthly users. However, TikTok, in just 2 years, amassed over 1 billion active monthly users, and it shows no signs of stopping. And at first, it may seem that these sites aren't competing. After all, TikTok's famous for its short videos which reward creativity and humor. You don't really get in-depth videos on TikTok. And seeing as its maximum video length is only 3 minutes, TikTok doesn't really seem to be competing with YouTube's traditionally longer form content. However, this is changing from both sides. YouTube's been putting more and more of their focus into YouTube Shorts.
Which is a bad idea. Horrible idea. L YouTube for that. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, it's cool. You can have YouTube Shorts, and that feature is cool, but that's not what you're thinking. That's not why people use your platform, YouTube. People use your platform because it's long form content, okay? You can actually create your own content. It's just better, okay? Nobody uses YouTube for YouTube Shorts, okay? I mean, I have YouTube Shorts. I just want to see what YouTube Shorts is like. I've used it before. I post YouTube Shorts just because more exposure is better. But no, YouTube, don't lean too heavily into YouTube Shorts because that's not why people go to your platform, okay? People go to your platform for long form content, okay?
You're now starting to see most of your favorite YouTubers use YouTube Shorts, as this is a desperate attempt to crush TikTok's competition. However, TikTok, on the other hand, is now trying to extend their maximum video length to 10 minutes. These moves by both companies are putting the platforms in direct competition with each other, because users usually stick to one platform. And with TikTok's much faster growth and younger audience, it seems like this battle can't be won. And TikTok's move into longer videos will create even more problems for YouTube.
Not true. Not true. Not true in my opinion.
If you're an artist and wanted your music video to get really any amount of attention online, it had to be on YouTube. Music videos are also one of the main draws to the site. None of the top 10 most viewed videos on the site are some sort of music video. YouTube has also based much of their monetization around music videos. Quote, 91% of YouTube music users have watched a related YouTube video beforehand. This all means that if TikTok starts to erode YouTube's dominance of the music video market, it could take away a large proportion of YouTube's user base as well as his income. This is yet another way that TikTok will gain ground on YouTube in the years to come. But the final and most important nail in the coffin is YouTube's corporatization that has pushed YouTube's creative edge into the ground. Right now, TikTok is taking away the very pillars that made YouTube so successful, because TikTok makes it far easier for any user to go viral without any prior.
That's okay, that's true. Yeah, it's easier to go viral on. Okay, I disagree heavily right now. I'm starting to disagree heavily. Okay, because this video was the death of on why YouTube's gonna die in 5 years, but he's literally just comparing YouTube to TikTok and why TikTok is better than YouTube. I just don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think they're totally different platforms. You can't you can't. Okay, so recently I unlocked the ability to on TikTok. I unlocked the ability to post 10-minute videos. Nobody's gonna watch a 10-minute video on TikTok. That's not why people go to TikTok, bro. People like to go to their feed and watch like 30-second clips, 15-second clips, because the reason TikTok is so so good right now, I guess, is because the short attention span. It keeps you on there for so long, keeps scrolling over and over and over and over. But if you sit down on TikTok for 10 minutes to watch a video, that's just not gonna happen. No, that's why you don't ever see 10-minute videos on TikTok. You don't, because nobody's gonna watch them. So no, massive L.
Following. It provides anyone an audience with millions without shadow banning or censorship. Anyone can express their opinions on TikTok.
No, that's not true at all. That massive L, bro.
Unless it's about the Chinese government. This is why 13 TikTok accounts now reach 1 million followers a day, compared to YouTube, where only 5 YouTubers reach 1 million a day.
Hey, it's just because YouTube. I don't know. No, I disagree heavily.
It's far easier to become famous.
Yeah. Okay. So it's far easier to become famous on TikTok, but it's far harder to maintain your relevance on TikTok. Good. Quote that. Somebody quote that. That was a good one. It's far easier to blow up on TikTok, but it's far harder to stay relevant on TikTok. On YouTube, it's way harder to get big on YouTube, but it's way easier to stay relevant on YouTube. 100%, in my opinion.
All you need is a good song and use TikTok's own editing tools, and you can become a viral hit. Whereas on YouTube, it takes months and years to gain anywhere near the traction of a simple TikTok video. And with TikTok's incredible user interface, insidious algorithm, and short dopamine-sucking videos, TikTok has become a far more addictive app.
See, he literally just contradicted himself. Let me replay that.
Years to gain anywhere near the dopamine-sucking videos, and with TikTok's incredible user interface, insidious algorithm, and short dopamine-sucking
videos. That's why they're different. That's why YouTube and TikTok are different. That's why TikTok is not going to kill YouTube. Because TikTok is short form content, YouTube is long form content. They're just two different things. They're two different things. You can't compare them both.
Videos. TikTok has become a far more addictive app, with the average TikTok user spending 52 minutes a day on the app, while the average YouTube user only spends 11 minutes and 24 seconds on the app. It seems very apparent that by YouTube's silencing of opinions, demonetization of creativity, and the promotion of corporatized media and advertisements on its platform, and YouTube is now driving away its creators and audience. Which is very sad, because unlike most other social media sites, I truly believe that YouTube is good for society. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that YouTube has provided me personally, but overall, its actions are ruining the platform. And TikTok, I regard in much worse regards, is now taking over, and understandably so, because TikTok is a newer and more updated way to broadcast yourself. It is doing what YouTube's forgotten. And sadly, by this point, I'm not even...
That's a good, so somebody says YouTube gives you a play button. Yeah. What does TikTok give you? Nothing. 1 million followers on TikTok is nothing, bro. Like anybody can get 1 million followers on TikTok, but not anybody can get a million followers on YouTube, because it's way harder, bro. It's way harder. YouTube's a better platform, bro. I'm sorry. I'm deriding YouTube right now. I don't care.
I'm not even sure if there's a solution for YouTube this time. Suzanne Wojcicki, while making YouTube the success it is today, may also be the main reason for its downfall.
I mean, it was a good video. Good video. I'll be honest. Did I leave a like? That was a good video. That was a good video. I like this guy. This guy makes some good videos, but I have to disagree. I mean, I do think YouTube is maybe slowly dying, but not because of TikTok.